Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. It is officially the holiday season, so you know what that means. Time for the Winter Village to come out of retirement. Now, I wanted this to be more of a staple, like part of the LEGO city, but it just kind of didn't work out that way, and obviously, there's just bags of stuff, there's a few buildings, and this year, I've kind of carved out a specific area of the city. Now, it's a mess. It is quite literally underneath this city, so I have the upper layer, which is the boardwalk and some side buildings for now. The obviously downtown area here, and then underneath is primarily storage. However, I've cleared out about half the storage area, and it's going to be used for these guys. Mostly just spare pieces, backlogged sets. I have a ton in the backlog right now. Black Friday's coming up here, and or at the time of you guys seeing this, Black Friday will have already passed, but got some really solid deals on some new Legos and tons of custom pieces as well. So one of my videos this coming soon, I would say, is taking the Holly Jolly Music Store and the other half of the Holiday Main Street and turning it into a double-sized corner building. So I'm going to primarily be doing setups kind of similar to this, which is a single raised curb with some white for the snow, and then just light gray on the other half. I figured snow sitting on top of this would honestly work out pretty well. But we've got everything from Santa and the Christmas tree back here, the little gingerbread station, and a ton of minifigures. So I'm looking forward to this one, which is just going to be me off camera rebuilding a lot of this and getting the initial setup done for the Winter Village and then going from there. I'm not sure how I want to do everything yet. I was debating a town square and then putting the Christmas tree in, but I don't know how well that's going to work out. I want to do a cobblestone road, or at least a walkway, so not 100% sure yet. I don't know how many buildings I'm going to be adding this year. I at least want to modularize the Holly Jolly Music Store, and then we also have the Alpine Lodge, which is a standalone display, but I would still like to double it while it's still in stores, still affordable. I think those two will be my big ones. Then we do have the Hogsmeade in the background for the Harry Potter set. I don't know if I'm going to double that yet this year or not, but I think if I at least double a couple of them and add some lights and build the actual custom scenery, I think that'll be good enough for me. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. I'm excited to build the all of this stuff up again. I'm ready to see these guys as modular buildings as well, and they're pretty much going to be on their own turf, so they should match well pretty much size-wise. So I'm excited for that. I don't know if these videos will be back-to-back or not, just because it is a lot of custom builds, and I do have some other ideas that I want to push as well. So I'm waiting on 300 to 400 more pieces to work on the cabin scene, so the cabin scene will be updated as well. And then I want to do one video, which is winterizing the Black Falcon Night Castle. So there's some cool stuff coming for the holiday season and winter and Christmas, whatever season this is to you guys. But thank you all so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you found it helpful, and follow me on Instagram if you guys want a sneak peek into builds like this, or just follow along and share your builds with me and become part of the community that we've built here. It's a lot of fun, and you guys are growing every day, so I appreciate it. But now, let's get started with a lot, and I mean a lot, of dismantled builds from when we moved here. Alright, so obviously, with the backlog and a lot of the cables being run through here, it is a bit of a mess. You got everything from little baggies with 1x1 bricks in it to my backlog, and a bunch of half-built sets still from when we moved. And of course, the power junction is also down there in the corner. It doesn't look good, but this is, again, just mainly getting all of these sets built and kind of seeing what kind of floor plan we're going to be looking at. So overall, I have kind of figured out that it's going to be 3 base plates on either side. This table leg will be an issue, but I'll cut a base plate for that in the future. And then I can do a half base plate right in the middle. Now, the half base plate is debatable for me right now. After I get the Main Street built, and then after I get particularly the Hogsmeade set built, and I know I said I wasn't sure on that one yet, there is a rebrickable mock from Brick Artisan that makes those into a corner building, which is why they're kind of roped around a little bit. And I think I'm going to do it that way. I dedicated 1 base plate in the back to the giant Christmas tree, and I kind of started that dark red wall that I had in last year's Winter Village into this one. And it's kind of just like a mock setup for now. We have the little gift with purchase from last year in front of an ice skating rink from the Alpine Lodge, which is sitting in the background, which will be most likely doubled this year and then turned into a modular building. But for now, it's more about getting like the size and everything detailed the best I can. So, you know, you got the Holiday Main Street here, the gift with purchase. Try and raise this up a little bit. The Alpine Lodge and Hogsmeade, the best I can kind of get it. And then we have Santa, of course, in his sleigh. Yes, I know it's a mess over there. There's underneath. Ay. There's the city, if you're wondering about the scale. So this is literally underneath. Ay. It's tough to get down here. Thank God I'm not 30 yet, and my knees still work. If you're wondering about some of the 2x2s, those are mainly just to hold the base plates together so I can actually get everything built. But other than that, I mean, honestly, it could be worse in my opinion. I think I've actually decided that there will be a residential area to the right of this. I was trying not to give as much space to the Winter Village as like a normal city block, but I sincerely just don't know if I can fit everything in like a proper space than it would be here. And the Winter Village obviously does look really cool, but once we get this one moved over here, we'll have one set here, Alpine Lodge in the back, like a little park area almost with that tree. In there is just kind of a hodgepodge for now, but we can definitely fit a couple more modulars in here. So for now, I think this setup for the Winter Village is going to work. Again, I'm not looking to add like a ton of buildings to it this year. This year is mainly going to be mills plating and doubling what I have. I think that's going to be my best bet. Or if not doubling, like Hogsmeade, adding a couple hundred pieces to it, mills plating it, getting everything ready to go. Maybe we can even do like the cobblestone road and stuff this year. So I'm excited. I'm trying to make this December, January, February. I think is going to be my work schedule for this one here. Whether or not it stays here, I think it will once it's kind of its permanent home. And I would love to do a residential area to the right of this. So get rid of all those boxes and like the backlog, because honestly, like if I could find a better home for my backlog, that would obviously be a great opportunity to expand. But for now, I think if I get the Winter Village down here, I almost said the Winter Soldier, the Winter Village set up down here and looking good, I'll be much happier with that. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty quick video just because this is more about getting the Winter Village actually started in our new place and not dedicating an entire area of the city to it, but expanding the city into a third stage. So definitely pretty excited about that. Obviously this is kind of meant to be a standalone thing, so I think there'll be a road probably going behind this setup eventually, but for now I am debating that wall in the background. I like it and I think it's cool to kind of like separate this from the rest of the city. I think that would be pretty neat, and I do have a ton of those bricks still in there, so I just kind of wanted it in the background so I could gauge it. Next time for the Winter Village, we are going to be doubling the Holiday Main Street, the Winter Village Main Street, whatever you want to call it, and turning it into a corner modular. So I think that's going to be pretty cool, and I think it's going to be on that side, and I'll do Hogsmeade up front, but I like it. I like it so far. I like the game plan. I need one more base plate here and another half base plate for the center. And I don't use usually pure Lego base plates. They're ridiculously expensive for what they are. Sometimes, I mean, you know, $10 a piece is a little ridiculous. So I'm going to stack up while they're on sale at Target, and I'm going to grab a few more. Other than that, if you're looking to do like a city plan layout, just put base plates down and start working from there. It's honestly your best way to see everything and kind of like gauge it from there. I know the background's not perfect, but I'll get these wires cleaned up as I go and then actually put them to the top or like the bottom of this table. So I think that's just gonna about do it for this one, guys. Sorry the angle's terrible. I'm literally sitting Indian leg in my office floor trying to get this shot right now. So I have a little mini tripod, a mini ring light, and then this tripod is that motorized DJI one. This is the first time I've ever used the actual tripod it came with. I spent like the extra $10 or something to get like the tripod legs, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna need it for the bottom area of the city one day. It's finally paid off. So thank you guys so much for joining me for another Lego build. I know this wasn't the most exciting one in the world, but this is more of like the gateway here. And I do have a full Winter Village playlist too, if you're interested in seeing the sets being reviewed and built from last year or the year before that. They will all be on there, but feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you found it fun or helpful. Follow me on Instagram if you guys want a better sneak peek into all of this stuff and help join the community. And last but not least, if you wanted to get started on your LEGO lighting journey, head to the affiliate link below to help support the channel and get started on all of your lighting needs. And I'll see you next time. Happy building, everybody, and happy holidays.